Hey, good morning, everybody. It's your man Piper, the 99% biker. I'm coming in this morning to give a little testimony, not to brag on myself or anything. I was doing God's work. Y'all know how I say I've taken it. God has been called, or He's called me to do things, and I've come to the conclusion I can't get away from God, so I had to do it. But He wants me to be a light in the dark places, which is fine. I'm good with that because I would rather be in the streets like Jesus was. Literally, this morning I was on the streets like Jesus would have been. You see, I got up and I was out of drink. I don't drink water. I don't drink coffee. Tea hurts my stomach a little bit. I can drink it, I can tolerate it. But it's just soda normally. That's just what I've been drinking since I was a kid. So, with my soda addiction, I get in my little, I had to take my daughter's car. My truck needs some brakes. So, I take off with the car and I get going and I see some caution lights up ahead. I see the hood up. I'm like, ooh, that's not good. It's cold this morning down here in South Louisiana. It's like polar bear cold. So something told me, stop, check on them people. Okay. So I turn around, I go back, I pull up side by side with them. We're on 14, but it's early in the morning, ain't nobody on the road. I'm looking, ain't nobody coming. I roll my window down, they roll it down. Y'all good? Yeah, I've called my husband. We should have some help on the way. She said, I'm not sure though. I said, okay, I got to run to Kaplan. I said, I'm going to stop and check on the way back by because it was only, 5 minutes to Kaplan, 5 minutes back. I figured I'd give them enough time. They would kind of have an idea what's going on. So I got to Kaplan, made my drink, got my stuff, headed back. Kind of took my time, giving them a little bit of time to figure stuff out. So I get coming up on them. I see they're still in the car. I said, okay. So I pull over, roll the window down again, the same way we did before, side by side. Y'all sure y'all got somebody coming? Well, they're trying to figure out how we're gonna get off the, how we're gonna tow it now, get off the side of the road. Okay. So I come home. God told me, He said, get your truck and go back. You see, yesterday I was asked to go open up the warming station for the Knights of Columbus, and I was not able to do so. I had some things going on where I was not able to. I would have if I would have been able to, because that's what God has. He was asking me to do. But God knew I was not available at the time. The person asking did not. But any chance I get to help, I'm going to do it. You can believe that. I told him I'm available today. But God used that availability of mine this morning for the warming station on the street. I will tell you that. Because I came back home, I got my truck, and I drove back down there. I cleaned out where they could sit. Because I had a little stuff in the back seat. Y'all know how it is. So I cleaned it out, and I went back down there. It was cold when I first cranked it up. And the reason I got my truck, because it's a little bigger, and you're not right on top of one another. And you're picking up strangers. You might not want to be right on top of one another. So I go home, get my truck, and I go back. I say, look, y'all get my truck. Well, and when in the meantime, I try to diagnose what's wrong with the car. I know it's spurting antifreeze out of the somewhere over there near the water pump, that area. But when I had her try to crank it, it sounded like the timing chain had broken or something. You know how a car sounds when there's no timing. That's what it sounded like to me. Or starter drag, possibly a starter drag at the minimum. But I'm thinking it probably the timing chain. Enough of that. Anyway, we sit there and talk for a few minutes, and I said, "Look, I said you need me to carry you home or somewhere," and she was headed to work. She asked me to take her and her daughter onto work. I said, "Yes, ma'am." So that's what I did. So that's what my little testimony this morning. Although God did not, although I was not able to help yesterday when I was asked, I would have if I could have. That's for sure. I did what God asked me to this morning. And when I saw that car, something told me stop, check on them. And the more we got talking, the more I found out that car didn't have no heater. So they've been riding for it took 10 miles from where they came from to my house. No heat. And it was early this morning. I'm not sure exactly what time. But it's 8 o'clock, 8:15 now. So I'm sure around 7. 7 o'clock this morning in South Louisiana, it was cold. So I know they were cold to start with before they broke down. So that just made me feel like I did the right thing by God. And I'm really happy that God gave me that opportunity to be that light in the dark place at least once, because he called me to do it. Love y'all. Y'all have a great day.